Hey, hello everybody, it's Marty Hosking here with Keller Williams, Greater Omaha, and we're back in the second in a series of fun stuff that I thoroughly enjoy doing as we move into my favorite season of the year. We're going to be visiting areas of Omaha that I love and the things you absolutely need to check out while you're there. So we're in the area called Dundee right now, an area that developed we're talking pre-war, was considered the first Omaha suburb plan community. Interesting little known facts that, for example, they wanted houses needed to be set back from the street to a certain number of feet. And this is a funny thing. You weren't allowed to trade alcohol for the purchase of a property in here, land or house. And then there were kind of sort of architectural standards and such as well. It gives you a sense of how this was sort of Omaha coming of age area. And it, of course, is now central east Omaha. It's sort of almost midtown. And it's east of the Crossroads, which was the last broadcast that I put together here. And this is, so we've got a lot of craftsman homes. We've got the Tudor revivals, a lot of those. We have some colonial revivals. The houses range in size from sort of entry-level, a little bit more cottage-like or craftsman cottage bungalow to maybe a little bit grander where you have like the four square, like this house right here that I'm sitting in front of that we had listed, and thank God we got a contract on it, which is a craftsman four square, about 2,700 square feet. And then there's the grander Dundee homes where you actually have the back stair, you have the larger living room, you have the two fireplaces instead of the one. And a little more grand. But we have a mix of that in this area, and it's really fun to explore and bike, walk. To the east, we have UNO's campus. To the south, we have Exarban. To the north of here, we have an area called Country Club. We're right in the middle of the city, right in the middle of action. And Dundee itself has created its own little village, which is really cool. So what I want to share with you today is my three favorite places to discover in the village of Dundee, which is, if you're in Omaha or you know the streets of Omaha, we're talking around Dundee itself. It goes both north and south of Dodge at about 52nd, down to about 48th. And if you want to hit the village, where I'm going to be talking just a quick second, you're going to be on Underwood Avenue. And the center of the village is really Underwood Avenue and 50th. So let's visit my three favorite places. So number one to eat and have great beer is Dario's, and it's an awesome place. It's a little French bistro, and it has imported Belgian beers. You can go anywhere from $5 to $30 for a beer there, but it's an authentic bistro, French bistro, and it has a French bistro menu. It's a casual French feel to it. It's got a little pub, and you can eat out on the sidewalk too. And it has my number one favorite sandwich, which is their hamburger, is an amazing. So the burger there is amazing. And then my favorite dessert place in Dundee. So this is spot number two. You need to hit. That's called the E Creamery. Featured on Food on the Food Network. Warren Buffett famously takes all his famous friends there to eat, to enjoy the ice cream. It's homemade and it's amazing. It's right on the corner of 50th and Underwood, and definitely worth going there. They'll even mail you your ice cream or ship it anywhere you want in the world. So that's kind of cool. That's number two. And then number three spot, and you don't have to do them in this order, but you might want to do all three of them in one evening. That's what I usually try to do. And the Dundee Theater, part of the Film Streams organization, nonprofit. There are two theaters. This is the one in Dundee, and there's another one downtown, the Ruth Sokolov Theater. But this is a place to go for great films, great movies. It's the Dundee Theater is very, very old, and it was brought back to its original beauty. And so you can go in there and enjoy some great classic films or some new stuff. We have the Omaha Film Festival. and you can join up. It's a nonprofit, and it's just an amazing experience. They too have a really cool little eatery right next to it. You can bring food in and have great beer choices, great food choices, and they have a little courtyard afterwards where you can sit and maybe have a beer and discuss the movie that you just saw. It's one of those great experiences that you can't miss, and that's a part of Dundee. And if you're living in Dundee, you can walk to all these places. So let's check. Hopefully you'll check out Dundee. And if you want to know more about how much I love Dundee, just text me or email me, and I'll give you more information on Dundee. And of course, it goes without saying, if you want to live here, let me know. The houses in Dundee can range anywhere from $250,000 up to almost $1 million. So, but there's something for everyone in Dundee, and I think that's why I love it. It's such a mixed community. Everybody's welcome here. Everybody's accepted here, and there's a great feeling of community. So, you got to check it out. See you next time.